Well, all right, people. So we've had a lot of bad news here over the last few weeks with coronavirus, people unemployed, businesses going out of business. But today, I want to talk about a more lighthearted issue, and that is Charlotte Flair getting tit surgery, which is I laughed a little bit when I saw that. So we all know Charlotte Flair has some pretty nice boobs, right? They're pretty big. Anybody who watches her knows that. And I guess I lived in the fantasy world when I used to watch WWE a few years ago. That yeah, they were real. In the back of your subconscious mind, though, you know that they're probably fake, but you really don't pay attention to that. You try to put that to the side. Don't think about it. Don't look it up on the internet whether she got tit surgery or not. But now this comes out and it's kind of disappointing. I gotta say that now every time that I look at her boobs, I know that they're fake. It's just never gonna be the same again. So kind of sad to hear that. Um, I'm more for the natural look. You know, and to me, boobs aren't the biggest thing in the world. Like I never look at a girl and say that if she has big boobs, she's attractive. But if her tits are small, then no, it's a no for me. Like I really look at them, and I think most guys look at them as just an accessory, something extra. Like to me, the most important things when it comes to physical attractiveness in women are their body, meaning their weight, and their face. If a girl's like 200 pounds overweight, that's a no for me. If a girl has an ugly face, no. So those are the two most important things. Now, again, I look at tits. They're never really a deal breaker. Like if a girl has small boobs, to me that's not. I mean, for some people it's the number one, but for me it's not a high priority. I mean, obviously having big boobs is a good thing when it comes to attractiveness, but it's not a deal breaker to me. But I mean, obviously, a lot of women think so. And I remember taking a psychology class in college like 5 years ago, and we learned that women, who knows if this is true or not, but we learned that women think that guys value boobs more than they actually do. So that was interesting to me, and probably explains why women get tit surgery so often. Um, but I found this interesting that Charlotte Flair. So she gets fake boobs. I don't know how long ago, but apparently she didn't get the right kind. Now they're leaking or some bullshit like that. Which do I feel bad for her? Kinda. But this is what happens when you get unnecessary surgeries. Like, this this is pretty weird for Charlotte Flair probably, and instead of being a they claim, all these people in the divas division claim, well, we're tired of doing the bra and panties matches, we're tired of this, we're tired of that, we don't want to be objectified, but yet you're getting fake boobs. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. If you don't want to be objectified, then why are you enhancing your physical qualities? Why are you making them more known if you don't want to be objectified? Like it just doesn't make sense to me. All these divas claiming that how sexist these bra and panties matches were 15 years ago. That, by the way, it's not like these divas were forced to wrestle in these matches. If they didn't want to wrestle in them, then they should have just quit. Like, nobody was forcing you to do this. Nobody was holding a gun to your head. Like, if you didn't want to do this shit, then leave. So don't give me this bullshit about how this was degrading to women. It's not fucking slavery. It's your job, and if you don't want to do your job, then leave. Then don't do it. If it compromises your morals, which I would understand, then don't do it. So no, I just found this story funny though. Charlotte Flair getting tit surgery. Kind of feel bad for her, but on the other end of the issue, when you get boob surgery, there is possible negative side effects, especially if you don't get a good one. Not that I would know that much about boob surgery because I don't have boobs, but that's a little side issue there. But this is just wanted to talk about this. I thought this was a little lighthearted, funny thing. And Charlotte Flair again. If you look at Charlotte Flair, she's not like a 10. She's more like probably an 8. I don't know. She's attractive, but she's a little bit masculine for me. She's not. She's got a good body. Obviously, she's a wrestler. She's got a good body. Um, and obviously she has nice tits, but they are fake now, so that might bring her down to a 7. But in her face is a little bit masculine, but she's still pretty cute. She's still pretty good looking. But again, if Charlotte Flair had flat tits, it wouldn't be a make or break for me. Like she'd still be attractive, and there's a lot of divas that don't have big tits. So it's not like you got to get big tits to make it in WWE. Like look at Sasha Banks, look at Bailey. Their chest is flatter than a fucking piece of paper. I mean, it's fucking. There's hardly anything there. You know, you look at some of the divas and some of them have big boobs, but some of them have tiny boobs. You look at AJ Lee. She was a fucking stick, and she made it. Just giving my 2 thoughts there on boob surgery, Charlotte Flair. Not a big fan of tit surgery. If I'm more for the natural look. If you got small tits, hey, that's fine. As long as you got a pretty decent looking face and you take care. The biggest thing for me, honestly, is your body. If some women is overweight by like 150 pounds, like that's just to me the most unattractive thing, is to be seriously overweight. I mean, a little bit, a couple pounds overweight, hey, that's all right. But to be that overweight and not to take care of your body, the fact that just the appearance is unattractive, and then the thought that that these obese women don't even give a shit about their bodies, don't give a shit about their health, don't give a shit about their appearance, is just it's that's also unattractive too. Knowing that, and some of these fucking women, who are 150 pounds overweight, are calling themselves, "Oh, I'm curvy. I'm curvy. I'm thick." No, you're not. You're fucking obese. Curvy is a girl who, in my opinion, is a little bit overweight. Maybe like 10 or 20 pounds overweight, but it's not a bad thing. She's got thick thighs. That's what thick means to me. It's like you got you're thick in the right areas. You're a little bit overweight, but it's not really an unattractive thing. But that's not the same as being 150 pounds overweight. Like these women calling themselves curvy when they're fucking obese. Like, no, you're not curvy. Yeah, you have big tits, but you have big everything. I love these obese women. They're bragging about how big their tits are. Yeah, so is your whole fucking body. Everything's big. So of course your tits are gonna be a little bit bigger, because you got more fat going to them. I mean, but I don't want to go off on a tangent. That's a separate video. But I just thought I'd make a little bit more of a lighthearted video today, because we've been talking about a lot of serious issues with thousands of people dying from coronavirus, and everybody unemployed, everybody making everybody on unemployment now. Nothing really being the economy's come to a halt. So I just wanted to make a more lighthearted video today. So there you go, people.